Today we're going to be making sourdough pretzel rolls. And for that, we are going to need 400 grams of flour, 100 grams of sourdough starter, 210 grams of water, plus 1 tablespoon, 8 grams of salt, and 40 grams of oil. So let's get weighing here. And I'm going to start with the sourdough. Need 100 grams. That's exactly 100 grams. We set that, and then we need 210 grams of water. Exactly 210. And 1 tablespoon. I'm going to go ahead and mix that. And then we need 40 grams of vegetable oil, and I am using avocado oil. $40 grams. Then we need 8 grams of salt. 8 grams. Get that all mixed in. Then we need 400 grams of flour. I'm going to start by putting in 200 and getting that mixed in. That's 108. 200 grams. I'm going to mix that in. Ready for the next half. Let's get that zeroed out, and let's do the addition of 200 grams. That's a little over. All right, 200 grams. Gonna get this mixed in with a whisk until we have all the flour mixed in. We have our rough dough. Okay, so we're going to take the dough out of the bowl. We're just going to go ahead and knead the dough. Get all the flour mixed in. And we're going to do this until the dough is smooth. Smooth and not sticky. Okay, we're going to check our bread. Still need to knead some more. And we'll know that this is ready when we can pull it apart without it breaking. So we have a little ways to go. So we've been kneading for about 12 minutes. And now when we stretch it, you see it doesn't break. So that's called the Windowpane test. Now we can roll it into a ball, and then we're going to let it sit for about 4 hours or until it doubles in size. And considering the time, I'll probably just put it in the refrigerator and let it slowly rise until morning. So I've slightly greased the pan, put in the dough, and I'm putting just a little bit of oil on the top because I'm going to put this in the fridge overnight, and I do not want it to dry out. So that's ready for the refrigerator, and we'll see you in the morning. So we've had our dough out of the refrigerator for a while, and it's back to room temperature. And now we are ready to divide it into about 8 pieces. and you don't need to use any extra flour. So I think I'm going to go ahead and weigh these pieces just to make sure that they're close enough in weight. That's 85, 102, 87, 90, 107, 99, 98, 94. So we have two that are 80 something. We'll give them a little more dough. That's 95, 92, and now that's 99, 96, 98. Okay, I'm going to call that good. The next step is to just do a small pull and fold, and then make each one into a small ball. So pull and fold and roll it into a small ball. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with the rest of them. And we're going to let them rest until they double in size, or for about 4 hours. And again, it's just a stretch and fold. And I'll be back when I'm done with the rest of them. So we're going to let this sit until they double in size. And I'm going to cover them with a damp cloth. And we'll be back when these are ready for the next step. For the next step, we need to bring 4 cups of water to a boil. And then we need to add a 1/4 cup of baking soda. So this is where things got a little bit sticky. So I forgot to put some flour on the parchment paper. So those are stuck. So my plan is to just lift the parchment paper and the dough and put it in my baking soda water for the 30 seconds and then peel off the parchment paper. So let's see if this works out. Okay, so the water is just about boiling, and I've decided to go with 6 cups of water instead of 4. So this is my 8th cup of baking soda, and there is my 1/4 cup. I'm going to go ahead and get the first pretzel in the water. There is the first one. This is working very well. And so what I'm doing is let it sit there for a few seconds and then flip it, and the paper comes right off. And then I give it a few more seconds and flip it back over, and it's time to take it out. And that's what they look like. We'll be back when I'm done with this step. That was a little traumatic, but we got it done. And now I need to score each one of this, and then I'm going to put them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 5 minutes. So let's see if I can do this without causing a mess. I don't know. I may just do this without scoring them at all. It's supposed to be sharp. I don't feel like it's sharp. Let's try another one. So this is my first time doing this. So, yeah, that is much better. Much, much better. Actually, I like how it's getting all stretchy, but we'll see. Okay, all 8 are done. And now I'm just waiting for the oven to get to 375. Time to dispose of that. And we will see you when these are done. Let's put the protective cover back on, and I'll wash it here shortly. Okay, we'll see you when I'm done. So that's what the final product looks like. And I think I said you're baking them for 5 minutes. It is 30 minutes. And I'll be back when they cool off a bit and we'll cut into one. Let's go ahead and cut into one of this and see what it looks like. It's a little crunchy, and I'm sure I'm not using the appropriate knife. Alright, so that's what it looks like. And as you can see, it's nice and pillowy soft on the outside and crunchy on the outside. There you go. And 2 of them are already gone. Roger decided that's what he was going to have dinner with, a piece of sausage. He made a sandwich out of it. Alright. That's it for today. Bye.